Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I rise to respond to the questions raised by my colleague, Honorable Van den Heever Jenifer Muriel of PDM. I thank the Honorable Member for the questions. As is customary, Honorable Speaker, I'm not going to repeat the questions because they are available to the Honorable Members. My response to question number 1 is as follows. It is true that a research vessel by the name of the Lüderitz was donated by the Ministry of Fisheries and Marine Resources to the Lüderitz Waterfront Development Company. It is common cause that the Lüderitz Waterfront is mainly financed by government in order to sustain the economy of Lüderitz for the benefit of the community of Karas region in general and the Lüderitz in particular. Following the closure of Namdeb diamond operations in Lüderitz, the economy of Lüderitz is under severe stress. It is for this reason that the government is doing all it can to prevent Lüderitz from becoming a ghost town. The donation of the old research vessel must be understood in this context. It was donated in full compliance with the provisions of the State Finance Act of 1991, in that Treasury authorization was obtained. Currently, the vessel is used as a maritime museum, the objective being to attract tourists to Lüderitz with a view to reviving the economy of the town. Now, my response to question 2 is as follows. I wish the vessel could be donated to the unemployed youth of Lüderitz or even to the Namibia Maritime Fisheries Institute, NAMFI, for the training of the youth in maritime navigation. Unfortunately, Honorable Member, I was informed that the vessel is far too old for the purpose because the running costs are far too high for them to sustain. My response to question 3 is as follows. The observation of the Honorable Member is correct that a fully operational factory in Lüderitz is currently being used as a storeroom. I experienced the same when I visited Lüderitz towards the end of last year and early this year. This prompted me to appeal to investors who could operate the factory with a view to creating employment, especially among our youth and women. I also understand that the factory was purchased by a private entity, but I'm sure something can be worked out once I engage the current owners. I was indeed not impressed to see such a facility remaining dormant like that. I suppose the Honorable Member is referring to Lalandi factory. I was informed upon inquiry that the equipment is too old, but I still believe that it is functional. Honorable Speaker, allow me, in the same vein, to use this opportunity to appeal to investors to invest in Lüderitz. I also wish to inform the honorable members of this august House that I'm currently busy engaging my colleagues, such as honorable ministers of Works and Transport, Mines and Energy, Public Enterprises, Urban and Rural Development, Labor, Industrial Relations and Employment Creation, Finance, and Minister of Trade to see what can be done to address the cost of doing business in Lüderitz, because this is really the problem. I became aware that this situation is really serious, and that most fishing companies relocated to Wallis Bay because of the high cost of doing business in Lüderitz. And very soon, in fact, I already, Honorable Speaker, engaged my colleagues when I visited Lüderitz, and I found this situation last year already. And we also engaged early this year with my colleagues. We are still going to engage. That's why, in addition to the vessel that we donated to the waterfront, we also support Crayfish Festival, which is really becoming very famous in Lüderitz, bringing more business, especially among our women and the youth. Unfortunately, this year I doubt whether that festival will be held because of COVID, unfortunately, Honorable Speaker. However, in conclusion, Honorable Speaker, I would like to thank the Honorable Member for showing interest in this matter, and I'm available for further consultation if need be. I thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.